They got to check out by 12 because they don't want to get charged for an extra day. They didn't get playoff T-shirts. So they've already making so it looks like to me, Joe, they've already started the cost cut, the cost saving.
So Shannon Sharpe just exposed how NBA ownership transitions create devastating cost-cutting spirals that destroy team culture. We're talking about Portland's fire sale mentality while being sold and how this pattern repeats across professional sports. This breakdown reveals the ugly business reality behind franchise sales.
The team is being sold.
Yeah.
This is what we know. The team is being sold, but they got some decisions to make. And it seems like the owner's already doing cost-cutting moves.
This is textbook transition economics in professional sports. When teams are being sold, interim ownership slashes every possible expense to maximize profit margins for the sale. We saw identical patterns with the Clippers under Sterling and the Commanders before their recent sale.
That's a part of Paul Allen, the former Paul, rest his soul. He owned the Trailblazers and he owned the Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks are being sold. They believe they're going to fetch somewhere north of $7, $8, maybe even $9 billion. That was in his his estate, his planning. Like, look, I want them sold, X, Y, and Z, and I think he says they're going to donate the money to charity.
Paul Allen's estate plan was actually brilliant. Structured charitable sales that prioritize legacy over profit maximization. Compare that to Portland's current ownership, extracting every dollar while players get treated like budget line items. The contrast is stark and telling.
The problem is he only plays 17 minutes. Everybody else, I mean, you play the same number of minutes as backup guys.
Yeah,
he's not going to be able to. You got to let him have some run. Look, Kamara had 33 minutes. And then he had 32 minutes. Klingon had 27. Holiday had 40. You give a starter. All those guys played at least 27 minutes to start a lineup. He got 17. So he's probably looking around like, damn. Now, what's going to happen next year when Dame comes back?
Exactly right. Limiting a promising player's minutes during ownership transitions is calculated cost control. Teams avoid developing talent that would demand expensive extensions. It's roster management designed around sale valuations, not basketball development or competitive success.
But it's going to be a similar situation where you're going to have to treat it like Philly did with Jared McCain. Remember, Jared McCain was playing really well. He broke his ankle. He didn't play the rest of the year. They draft B.J. Edscombe, and guess what? They said, nah, we ain't got no more room for you, bro. Instead of just have him sit on the bench and come off the bench, trade him. They traded him to OKC. A reliable and valuable backup because now with Edscombe and Maxey, you just gave Maxey max deal. Yeah, he ain't gonna get no real minutes.
Nope.
So if that's the case, you might as well do something very similar with Scoop.
The McCain-Okafor trade perfectly illustrates how salary cap mathematics force teams into these decisions. Philadelphia couldn't afford to develop 3 guards long-term, so they moved McCain while his value was high. It's ruthless, but financially necessary roster construction.
Plus the fact, Sheldon Sharpe, what they gonna do with him? He gave 6 minutes, Joe. He can't do anything with that. And I remember in the middle of the season, he was playing well.
Man, they was featuring him in their offense, man. It don't even make sense to me. I'm like, how this man go from not even playing? He can't even get no clock. He don't even look like the same player when he is out there.
Oh, shit.
Shannon Sharpe was the 7th overall pick in 2022 with serious upside, and he's getting garbage time minutes during ownership uncertainty. This is how transitions kill development. Young players get buried while organizations prioritize short-term cost savings over long-term potential.
So if Dame can come back and be Dame, they're going to be a dangerous team. But even when Dame was at his apex, I mean, coming out of the West, considering what OKC is now currently, considering what you see with the San Antonio Spurs are currently, if Denver could stay healthy, what they are currently, the T-Wolves are always dangerous because Ant-Man, it's just going to be hard.
The Western Conference landscape is absolutely brutal right now. OKC, Denver, San Antonio, Minnesota. Portland would need everything perfect just to compete. Ownership uncertainty makes that championship window impossible when you can't invest in necessary roster upgrades.
Denny, you can build around Denny. Scoop is a play. I like Scoop. I like Klingon. He's a big. He ain't Wemby, he ain't Jokic, but hell, who is?
Nobody.
But I like Shannon Sharpe. I like him because I've seen flashes from him that lets me know if he get consistent minutes, he can be good. Maybe it's a confidence thing. I don't know.
This player evaluation is spot on. Building around young talent requires organizational commitment and development investment, but ownership transitions create the exact opposite environment. Short-term thinking that prioritizes immediate cost reduction over sustainable roster building.
Maybe because before this thing hopped on, because early in the season, he was playing a lot of minutes. He was getting 25, 30 minutes, Joe.
Those early season minutes prove the point perfectly. Coaching decisions during ownership transitions often come from front office directives about playing time and development costs. Coaches get caught between competitive goals and business mandates from ownership.
Yeah.
Bro, you might as well go ahead and drop coverage. Just go stand up under the rim. Because you're not finna stay in front of him. Because he's about to hit you with that head fake hands. Ha ha. Right to the rim he go. And dude, clicking like, I don't know what y'all want me to do. Y'all expect him with Williams like, y'all really thought I was going to stay in front of him?
Yeah.
Y'all fucked that up. With zero chance.
De'Aaron Fox's speed creates impossible defensive scenarios, especially for teams like Portland that can't invest in defensive personnel. When you're cutting costs during ownership transitions, you can't acquire the defensive pieces needed to contain elite speed.
But like you said, you look, they had 6 guys in double figure. Harper comes off the bench, goes 6 of 9. He has 17 points. 6 guys in double figures. They shoot 55% from the floor. You let a team shoot 55% from the floor, you're probably going to lose.
Every time.
Yeah.
Every time.
You're probably going to lose. And
55% shooting allowed is defensive collapse territory. Teams need consistent system implementation and personnel investment to fix defensive issues. Organizational instability during ownership transitions makes those systematic improvements nearly impossible to achieve.
I think the thing is that if you look at it, you don't have no choice. If you're big, if you don't show, all you're going to do is give them a wide open 3.
Yeah.
I mean, there are times that Castle was shooting shoot-around 3s. Wasn't nobody in the vicinity because the big didn't want to come out and have Wemby do the lob when he comes downhill. So, you go ahead and take that.
Yeah.
Castle, Vassell, all those guys, they're going to have shots because of Wemby.
Yeah.
Because Wemby can shoot. But the last thing I want him to do is get that switch, and then he beats the guy, and he comes downhill, and he lobs it, and then he'll go Wemby dunking it on somebody's head, getting the crowd into it.
Yeah.
Wembanyama creates these impossible defensive dilemmas because of his unique combination of shooting range and interior dominance. Help on perimeter screens, and he rolls to the rim. Stay home, and he facilitates open threes. It's an unsolvable defensive equation.
Cornette's been giving him some good minutes too, Joe. I mean, he don't play much. I mean, he had 13 minutes. He gave him 5 points. He's perfect from the floor, perfect from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. That's all you need. You don't need him to try to match Wemby numbers. Hey, just play solid defense just in case he gets in foul trouble. Be able to knock down, be able to roll to the basket and get a lob, get a layup. Hey, defend just a little bit. We don't expect you to be Wemby.
Yeah.
But you are 7 foot tall, so block some shots. Make them.
Yeah.
This realistic role player assessment is exactly right. Championship teams need players who accept defined roles and execute them consistently. Cornelius understanding his limitations while maximizing his strengths is textbook role player excellence.
They missing the whole damn goal. They see Wemby up there.
Hey, listen.
Like, nah, I don't even, nah.
Elite shot blockers create psychological intimidation that goes beyond statistics. Offensive players start altering shots before they even get to the rim. Wembanyama's presence forces opponents into hesitation and poor decision-making throughout entire possessions.
You gotta check out by 12 because we don't get charged for extra day.
What, the first bus ain't till 3 o'clock. You mean we got what?
Hey.
Go on over to the stadium. Get your locker, get your headphones on, get right.
These hotel checkout mandates during ownership transitions are absolutely degrading to professional athletes. When players are worried about per diem costs and travel expenses, it destroys team morale and creates a minor league atmosphere in a major league setting.